LeBron James might be in the running as one of the most celebrated NBA players to ever step onto the court, but even King James needed to learn from some of the sharpest minds in the league to win those 4 championships. From Miami to Cleveland to Los Angeles, we're diving deep into strategies 3 championship coaches employed that helped LeBron reach greatness: Erik Spoelstra, Tyronn Lue, and Frank Vogel. Now let's dive into the unique style of each coach and just how they built a team to dominate the league. Erik Spoelstra, the leader who guided the Miami Heat, led LeBron James in his journey to his first 2 NBA championships. In the process, LeBron, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh became known as the infamous Big Three, a team-up that changed not only the face of the Heat, but also redefined how super teams would shape the future of the NBA. Big Three was a name that symbolized the dynamic teamwork between LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. Each one of them was a superstar in his own right, and the combination just created an almost unstoppable force. LeBron was the lead scorer and playmaker, amplified by Wade's explosive athleticism and Bosh's versatility as a stretch big. Fast-paced basketball dominated on both sides of the floor. Their impact went far beyond scoring, as their defensive skills and ability to help each other score redefined what a super team could be in the modern NBA: pace and space. At the helm of this powerful team was Erik Spoelstra, who concocted a system based on a run-and-gun offense. Spoelstra's pace and space system was built on the idea of moving the ball quickly and spacing the floor so that star players could take advantage of mismatches. Unlike the more methodical offenses of past NBA dynasties, Spoelstra's system revolved around speed as LeBron and Wade pushed the ball in transition and found open shooters like Shane Battier and Ray Allen. This offensive structure maximized the talent that was there, making sure their strengths complemented each other seamlessly. This philosophy proved successful in the playoff runs of both 2012 and 2013. The Heat finally had their championship opponents in 2012 against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and a fast-moving Heat attack quickly overwhelmed the defense of the Thunder. LeBron and Wade are both guys who can drive and kick, and with Bosh to spread the floor, they had a winning formula. The Heat took the series in 5 games. LeBron took home his first Finals MVP. But it wasn't until the following year, in 2013, that Spoelstra's plan reached full development. This was arguably one of the most thrilling NBA Finals series in history against the San Antonio Spurs back in 2013. Miami was so close to losing the championship in Game 6, trailing up until the last minutes of the game. That is when Ray Allen made his legendary game-tying 3 with seconds left to keep Miami alive. This was Spoelstra's philosophy in motion: space the floor for open looks and trust your players to perform under pressure. The Heat ultimately won the series in 7 games, claiming their second consecutive championship and stamping their mark on NBA history. Spoelstra provided great leadership and the ability to adapt throughout this period, which was important to the Heat's success. Not only did he maximize the potential of his stars, but he also worked in role players with his system to make each piece of it vital to the larger puzzle. LeBron constantly credited Spoelstra for his growth as a player, while pointing out how the coach's adjustment and tactical shift helped elevate the entire roster. In the summer of 2013, the Miami Heat were a team of destiny, a dynasty in full bloom, a balance of explosive offense and unrelenting defense, all choreographed by one of the most innovative coaches in NBA history. In 2 short years, Erik Spoelstra made the Miami Heat one of the most feared teams in NBA history. Behind LeBron James, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh, the Heat brought home consecutive championships, but also redefined what it truly means to build a championship roster in today's NBA. So let's take a break here to support the channel. If you like the video and you think we are presenting to you informative NBA players analytics, please give us a thumbs up below, comment below, And don't forget to subscribe to Sport Recap for more NBA stats. Small ball flexibility. After his time in Miami, LeBron James returned to Cleveland with one mission in mind: to bring a championship to his hometown. For many years, the Cleveland Cavaliers had never won an NBA championship. However, with the comeback of LeBron to this team, new hope was revitalized. In 2016, Tyronn Lue became the head coach and brought fresh energy to how the Cavaliers played the game. Under Lue, the Cavs ran a faster, more flexible offense, one that allowed LeBron to dominate in ways he never had before. His system seemed to center around what Lue referred to as small ball flexibility, a style designed to combine speed with adaptability. With LeBron supercharged to create plays in motion, and Kyrie Irving allowed to exploit his craftiness in isolation, the Cavaliers could attack in waves, in transition and half-court sets. Able to adjust to the strengths of his players, Lue made sure Cleveland maintained an attitude of aggressiveness, whether that was attacking the rim or spacing the floor with three-point shooting threats. Still, it wasn't just the offense that needed to adjust. The Cavs had to find a way to stop a Warriors team defensively that had set an NBA record with 73 wins. The Warriors were a powerhouse, led by Stephen Curry, and the Cavaliers found themselves in that desperate position of being down 3-1 in the finals. At this now most critical juncture, with seemingly impossible odds stacked against him, was where Lue's coaching shone. He instilled confidence in his players by saying that even against one of the best teams in history, they could still win. It's in these moments when his calmness and steady leadership mean everything, as they maintain focus on the task at hand rather than giving into the pressure of the moment. Then, the peak of their run, Lue's faith in his stars, most especially LeBron and Kyrie, finally paid off in the most dramatic way. On the brink of elimination, LeBron went on a series of performances that would go down in NBA lore. The chase-down block on Andre Iguodala in Game 7 became a legendary moment of his leadership and determination. That moment, with Kyrie Irving's clutch three-pointer with under a minute left in regulation, captured one of the greatest comebacks in NBA Finals history. The Cavaliers had achieved the impossible, coming back from 3-1 down to win their first ever NBA championship. LeBron's leadership was important, but timely adjustments from Lue and the belief he showed in his pool of players allowed the Cavaliers to find their rhythm and take hold of the moment. In the end, the 2016 finals were a victory not only for LeBron James, but also for Tyronn Lue, who showed just how to guide a team through even the most intensive circumstances, and that anything is possible with the right system in place and belief. LeBron James joining the Los Angeles Lakers was just another chapter in his pivotal move. His arrival aligned with a historic opportunity to join forces with Anthony Davis under the direction of Frank Vogel. Only one season in NBA history has resembled what the 2020 season entailed, forcing the league to operate inside the NBA bubble, a quarantined environment at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in Orlando. The global pandemic made for a very different landscape, but the Lakers rose to meet the unusual circumstances and, despite it all, found their way through those unique challenges to capture their 17th championship to tie them with the Boston Celtics for the most in NBA history. Defense first strategy. Frank Vogel was the perfect coach for the Lakers, especially with the elite defensive skills of Davis and Dwight Howard. He's a renowned coach for his focus on defense. Hence, he designed systems where the size and athleticism of his bigs were used effectively, while LeBron and Davis could, on offense, run a very dynamic pick-and-roll game. Much of the reason the Lakers dominated from start to finish in the playoffs was due to Vogel's defense-first philosophy. The Lakers were relentless in just shutting down opposing offenses, leading the league in postseason defense. Having to enter the playoffs in the unfamiliar neutral environment of the bubble did not take the Lakers very long to find their rhythm. LeBron, as usual, shouldered much of the load and led his team with veteran poise and leadership. It was Davis, however, who emerged as one of the most dominant players of the postseason, playing some of the best basketball of his career. His presence on the defense, coupled with his offensive versatility, made the Lakers almost impossible to contain. The high point of the 2020 season came thanks to Davis's game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer during the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets. The clutch shot secured Davis's status as an essential part of the Lakers' success. In the finals, the Lakers met the Miami Heat, fresh off an upset of the NBA's top-seeded Milwaukee Bucks. The Lakers were simply too much for Miami, strong on defense, and eventually taking the series in 6 games, with LeBron capturing his 4th NBA championship and Finals MVP. Guys like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Rajon Rondo, and Alex Caruso stepped up whenever needed and played huge minutes while making plays on both sides of the court. In particular, Rondo's leadership and basketball IQ shone brightly during the finals. Isolation in the bubble from the typical distractions of a regular postseason helped this group come together and further strengthen their focus and unity under Vogel. It wasn't just a culmination of LeBron's hard work, but a mark of Vogel's great system and the work of every player on that team. The 2020 Lakers championship still remains one of the most iconic moments in the famous history of the franchise, won through effort, defense, and coaching skill by Frank Vogel. LeBron James's career has truly been a case of evolution with some of the best mentors the NBA has to offer. Each of these coaches, Erik Spoelstra, Tyronn Lue, and Frank Vogel, helped LeBron grow in a different way, each adding skills and mentality that made LeBron James a basketball Hall of Famer. LeBron's game really changed under Erik Spoelstra with the Miami Heat. Spoelstra's offense was particularly fast-paced, reliant on strong spacing, ball movement, and a sense of court awareness. How Spoelstra was able to maximize LeBron's physical gifts was important, but it was Spoelstra's strategic decisions, like moving Chris Bosh to center to open up more space, that allowed LeBron to unlock a whole new level of efficiency and versatility. It was Spoelstra's deep understanding of how modern basketball should be played that pushed LeBron to evolve from a dominant scorer to a complete player, capable of leading offenses in ways that would later define his periods in Cleveland and Los Angeles. When LeBron joined Tyronn Lue in Cleveland, the latter instituted a system that maximized LeBron's leadership and playmaking capabilities. Lue handed over the reins to his star to run the offense. Still, it was the resilience LeBron showed in the 2016 finals, overcoming 3-1 deficit and winning Cleveland's first ever championship, that defined their partnership. LeBron was given full freedom to take over both ends of the floor and could lift his teammates in moments of pressure. By the time LeBron paired up with Frank Vogel in Los Angeles, his game was at its peak, and Vogel's emphasis on defensive discipline perfectly complemented it. Without him having to push too hard, Vogel's defensive system built around Anthony Davis and a versatile supporting cast allowed LeBron to focus on becoming an even more impactful leader on both ends of the floor. The 2020 Lakers championship, won in the NBA bubble, wasn't just a testament to LeBron's scoring and playmaking, but his leadership on defense and ability to adapt to an unprecedented season. Each of the coaches added something to LeBron's transformation, building his versatility, leadership, and dominating at every level. Through Spoelstra's offensive innovation and Lue's and Vogel's trust in his leadership and defensive mastery, LeBron's legacy as one of the greats in basketball history was finally complete. Each and every one of these coaches helped mold LeBron into the champion he is today, and further proved that even great players need great minds to move them to the top. So, if you enjoyed this breakdown of LeBron's championship runs and the unique coaching style behind each win, hit that like button, subscribe to Sports Stars Recap, and let us know in the comments, what do you think was LeBron's greatest championship performance?